Yeah. Notes on the fridge, same pen on the counter. Messages I'm sent, sitting heavy in the browser. Toronto on my back, but your name on my mind. Crew in the other room, but I keep taking my time. We used to split that Uber to the west side. You would bring a hoodie, post up by the court side. I was in the studio, counting every bar, every cent. You were in the front row, knew exactly what it meant. Now the flight's all private, phone stuck on airplane. Manager calling while your text stays the same. You still you, that's the line that you keep sending. I'm still me, but the story keeps bending. We were eating curry later, but a corner store. Now it's chef in the kitchen on the marble floor. I put plaques on the wall where we took pictures. Same hall, new frames and switch pictures. I see a handle when I scroll through mentions. You with somebody tryna match our attention. You say the distance isn't miles, it's how I move now. You say the interview sound different, I don't sound proud. If you could hear me with the volume low, no stage, would you still call me by the same old name? You had me way before the plane routes, way before arenas, before the sold out shouts. Back when it was late but same route home. Back when every little text lit up my phone. If I trade all of these numbers for your laugh again, would you even let me in, or is that back then? All this gold on my wrist can't replace that tone of you talking about forever on a cracked iPhone. Yeah. Mama said, boy, you prayed for this life, remember. But the part that you don't post is colder than December. Tour bus bed, can't sleep, screen on my face. Watching old stories of you saving my place. You were there when the label wouldn't clear budgets. You were there when the blogs wouldn't hear nothing. Now it's #1 week, champagne in the kitchen, but your contact got buried in a long list of riches. Every time I hit your page, you in new outfits. You look happy, but I read between the captions. I left a comment, typed it twice, then erased it. Cause if I say I miss you, you might screenshot and paste it. I know I said I never let the fame talk for me, but the schedule turned into another long story. All these doors open, but one door closed. I keep hearing your voice in my earphones. If I pull up to your block with the windows down, would it feel like home or a different town? You had me way before the plane routes, way before arenas, before the sold out shouts. Back when it was late but same route home. Back when every little text lit up my phone. If I trade all of these trophies for your laugh again, would you even let me in, or is that back then? All this gold on my wrist can't replace that tone. All these cards I'm about forever on a cracked iPhone. Yeah. I keep a space on the couch where you used to fold clothes. Keep a space in the set list where your story goes. If the city ever feels too small, you know my lane. I left a key with your name on it. Nothing has changed. Late nights in the studio, thoughts running deep. Phone's been buzzing, but I let it ring. Questions I can't answer when I'm half asleep. Wondering if success is everything. Started from the bottom of the rental lease. Now the penthouse view don't even move me no more. Used to dream about the things that I could barely reach. Now I got it all, but still I'm searching for more. People switching up when the money change hands. Same ones who doubted got their palms out now. I remember eating ramen, making future plans. Funny how the circle gets smaller when you up in the cloud. Trust is expensive, can't buy it at the store. Every conversation got a hidden agenda. Used to have 100 friends, now I'm counting for real ones. Stay solid through the heat and the winter. I've been moving different lately, energy protected. They don't understand the pressure when you're disconnected. Every move I make is analyzed and dissected, but I keep it pushing forward, never redirected. Tell me what you want from me, I gave you everything. Now you're acting like we strangers when we used to be a thing. Memories fade away like messages I never read. I'm just trying to find some peace inside my own head. What you want from me, I can't give you more. Already gave my heart, left it broken on the floor. Now I'm building walls where the windows used to be. Tell me what you want from me. She said I changed, I said you right, I had to. Can't be the same person when the world attacks you. Late night texts turn to therapy sessions. Every question got me dodging and confessing. I pour my soul out on these tracks for redemption, but my demons keep on knocking, no prevention. Money can't heal the wounds that I've been nursing. Every blessing got me wondering if it's worth it. My mama told me keep your head up through the storm, but sometimes the rain feels heavier than before. I used to pray for moments, now I'm praying for some calm. Success is bittersweet when you can't trust what's at your door. Maybe I expect too much, maybe I don't give enough. Maybe all these complications made our simple love too tough. I've been running from commitment while I'm searching for the truth. Caught between the man I am and memories of my youth. Every achievement feels hollow when you solo at the peak. Every conversation shallow when you speaking but can't speak. I just want somebody real who understands the weight I hold. Everybody wants a piece, not the person, just the goal. Tell me what you want from me, I gave you everything. Now you're acting like we strangers when we used to be a thing. Memories fade away like messages I never read. I'm just trying to find some peace inside my own head. What you want from me, I can't give you more. Already gave my heart, left it broken on the floor. Now I'm building walls where the windows used to be. Tell me what you want from me, yeah. What you want from me, I'm just trying to breathe, find some clarity in this life I lead. Yeah, we're good. Reminiscing on the ones that meant something, you know. Let me talk to you for a second. Yeah. Started with the letters that you never sent back, wondering if timing was the only thing we lacked. You moved through my life like a borrowed song, playing when you needed me but didn't stay too long. I was collecting all your reasons, cataloging the pain. Every promise that you made just sounded like the rain. On those nights when you were thinking about somebody else, while I was building up the empire you could never help. They say forgiveness is for people who still care, but caring's just a contract when the love ain't there. You wanted me to wait around while you figured it out. That's a story that I'm over, that's a chapter closing out. Something in the way you operated left me devastated, but I appreciate it. Taught me how to walk the line between the real and fake, how to take my L's and still move forward anyway. These are the things I learned from letting go, how to build without needing you to know, how to stand tall when the ground gave way. These are the lessons that I live today. Yeah, these are the things I learned from letting go, how to keep my peace and let the history show that I'm better on my own, that's just how it goes. These are the lessons that I'll never lose. You were the kind of person who made sense in a song, but didn't make sense when I needed you strong. I was writing all my feelings, telling them out loud, while you were quiet in the background, barely making a sound. Ask my mama why some people only come around when the camera's rolling and there's money in the ground. She said, son, not everybody got the heart to stay. Some people love the idea but can't handle the weight. So I started depending on the validation from your stare. Started loving all the progress, all the work and care. Built it from the nothing, made it something they can't touch. Now you see the blessing, but you asking for too much. We were meant to teach each other lessons, not to be the final destination. We were meant to be the growing season, not a lifelong situation. And that's okay, that's beautiful. The timing was right for it to break. Now I'm walking different, talking different, cause I learned to separate the love from the mistake. These are the things I learned from letting go, how to build without needing you to know, how to stand tall when the ground gave way. These are the lessons that I live today. Yeah, these are the things I learned from letting go. Self-made, that's the only way I know that I'm better on my own, no looking back. These are the lessons that I'll always have. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate the education. Yeah. I appreciate the pain. Yeah. It made me who I am today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's all I'ma say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all love, no regret, just lessons and respect.
Text came in, you ain't read it all yet. FaceTime ringing on the marble still wet. Flight board changing while my spirit reset. I've been talking to the mirror like it cut the check. Walking through the condo with the curtains half drawn. Sun sneaking in on the plex I've been on. Numbers on the wall look bigger than they feel. Everybody say they love you when it's part of the deal. I remember back when we would split one plate. Now the chef bring 10 and I don't finish what I taste. You say that I'm distant, you don't know me these days, but you post everything like it's part of your praise. Came up off the bus, now the sprinter outside. Same friends from the jump, plus a couple I tried. You was there when I doubted if the songs would land. Now you scroll through blogs trying to read my brand. I don't know who's here for the soul or the stage. Hard to trust a new smile when you pay for the page. Studio at 4 and a plane at 8. Whole life on the carry-on and room service plate. You say you change when the plane routes change. I say I grew but the rules still the same. You see the post, not the nights that I pray. You see the chain, not the price that I pay. So tell me, would you love me if the streams went down? If the label packed up, if we walked through town? No front row, just the back of the crowd. Just my name in your mouth, not the hype out loud. Would you ride when the driver ain't paid in full? When the suite turns small and the fridge half full? If it's only you and me and this beat turn low, would you still hold on when the lights run slow? Landing YYZ to the same gray sky. Still the same old exit when my thoughts run high. Mama hit my line, say she proud I'm grown. And she asked if I'm sleeping or just glued to the phone. I got brothers in the city, I don't see enough. We was kids with a plan, now the timing rough up. One got a baby, one stuck in a case. Another one moved out, couldn't handle the pace. Girl from back then, say she knew this face. Say she always saw a tour. Buses at my gate, funny, I believe feel worn and it switch. Soon as I distance, I'm cold and rich. Parties in the hills, never clear my head. Laughs too loud, but the heart feel lit. Promoters talk big about another soul show, but my mind back home where the real ones go. When the crowd chant lines that I wrote alone, I hear every single word in a different tone. All this gold don't fix what it can't replace. I keep searching for a piece in a VIP space. Turn the drums down, let the keys speak soft. Take the chain off, let the weight lift off. If I lost this life in a single call, who would still answer when I start to fall? If the plane don't board and the plans don't land, if the buzz quiet down like an empty stand, if the city move on like it always do, would I still find me when I look at you? So tell me, would you love me if the sound went mute? If the crowd stayed home and the rumor went cute? No big stage, just a backroom stool. Just my voice in your ear, no camera to pull. Would you ride when the logo fade off the wall? When the driver take turns in a regular car? If it's only you, me, and this beat turn low, would you still hold on when the lights move slow? Yeah. All these flights, all these seats, all these names on the glass. Still feel most real when I'm thinking about the past. If this all stopped now, if the noise turned thin at the end, I just pray the ones I started with be there at the end. Studio still humming, but I'm heading upstairs. Leave the mic on warm, leave the cup on chairs. If tomorrow don't come with the same old rush, hold the ones that know me, still keep that trust. Oh.
missed calls from the number I say. But the 416 say she back in Mississauga. Voice memo to myself, say remember what you promised. But the promises sound different when the crowd stops screaming. I text you up at 2:47, read receipt immediate. She typing and start again, this is a ritual. I'm at a penthouse level, floor to ceiling, showing a gardener. Traffic still moving even when the world go quiet. My accountant say we up, but my spirit doing all this. Every like a transaction, every post a different mind. She say you changed this shit wrong, but the old me couldn't afford this. Now I got a kind of silence that costs more than any chorus. I keep my old phone just to scroll through who I was. The contacts I don't text, the conversations that I lost. Baby, I miss you from 2012, hitting different now. The signal strong, but the connection got me questioning how. This ain't the light that I projected on that CRT-TV. Back when the grassy check barely covered the studio fee. Now I got a concierge asking, so you need anything. And all I need is someone who don't need a single thing from me. They say the six is buzzing, but the noise feel like a blanket. I know every face inside the club, but I can't shake this feeling. I'm driving on the rails, every venue in a playlist, but asking where peace reside. He look at me like I speak ancient. She got a new man driving Honda, work at good life. Post stories with him smiling cash and finally got my good life. I double tap on the tour bus and block up from my insights. This an algorithm of attachment in the age of highlight. My mama say protect your soul, the rest is just a rental. But the contract I signed ain't come with no instrumental. Every feature that I do, they want a Drake aesthetic, but the Drake aesthetic's just a boy and felt. They say that I got a hot credit on that CRT. Back when the grassy chest barely covered the studio fee. Now I got a concierge, so you need anything. All I need is someone who don't need a single thing from me. I keep my old phone just to scroll through who I was. The signal strong, but the connection got me questioning how.
Hey, it's me. I know you probably won't get this till after the show. I saw your story. I'm glad you're good. I'm still in the same place. Different area code though. Anyway, delete this or don't.
Three missed calls from the number I say that's don't answer. Your phone says that she back in Mississauga. Voice memo to myself, say remember what you promised. But the promises sound different when the crowd starts screaming. I text you up at 2:47, read receipt immediate. She typing and start again, this is a ritual. I'm at a penthouse level, floor to ceiling, showing the garden. Traffic still moving even when the world go quiet. My accountant say we up, but my spirit doing all this. Every like a transactions, every post a different margin. Say you changed, she ain't wrong, but the old me couldn't afford it. Now I got a kind of silence that cost more than any chorus. I keep my old phone just to scroll to who I was. The contacts I don't text, the conversations that I lost. Every I miss you from 2012, hitting different now. The signal strong, but the connection got me questioning how. This ain't the light that I projected on that CRT TV. Back when the grassy check barely covered the studio fee. Now I got a concierge asking, sir, you need anything. And all I need is someone who don't need a central phone. Say the six is buzzing, but the noise feel like a blanket. I know every face inside the club, but I shake this feeling nameless. My driver know the route to every venue in a playlist. But asking where peace reside, he look at me like I speak ancient. She got a new man driving Honda, work it good life. Post stories with him smiling, cashing, finally got my good life. I double tap from the tour bus and block her from my inside. This algorithm of attachment in the age of highlight. My own life so just so the rest is just a rental. But the contract I signed it didn't come with no instrumental. Every feature that I do, they want the Drake aesthetic. But the Drake aesthetic's just a boy who never felt accepted. This in the light that I projected on that CRT TV. Back when the grassy checks barely covered the studio fee. Knock at the concierge asking, sir, you need anything? And all I need is someone who don't need a single thing from me. This shit no strong, but then that shit got me questioning how. Hey, keep my old phone just to scroll through who I was. This shit no strong, but then that shit got me questioning how. Hey, it's me. I know you probably won't get this till after the show. I saw your story. I'm glad you're good. I'm still in the same place. Different area code though. Anyway, delete this or don't. Yeah. Toronto winter got me thinking about July. Same view from the condo, different state of mind. OVO, I was watching, yeah, you know the time. Remember when we walked from Yon to Spadina? You held my hand like it was 2010. Now the range got heated seats, but my heart's still cold. Miss the way you laughed when I told jokes so. Scotiabank Arena packed, but I feel alone. Got a city on my back, but I'm not home. Your mom still asks about me when we cross paths. Said you moved to Vancouver chasing better math. Grades don't matter when the love was real. Now I'm sipping to your sax, wondering how I feel. 15 missed calls from the label today, but I'd rather hear your voice say I'm okay. The 6 raised me tough, but you showed me soft. Now the penthouse feels empty, worth the cost. Late night drives on a 401, thinking about the damage that I've done. You were my foundation, my beginning. Now I'm just a ghost in your living room. Over your chains heavy, but they ain't got weight. Like the words I never said before you left the gate. Toronto nights got me feeling nostalgic for the girl who knew me before the glossy. Saw your face on my nephew's iPad screen. He said, Uncle Aubrey, that's Miss Karen's queen. Damn, time moves faster than a Rego train. From Union Station to the pain. Got a new girl, but she don't understand why I keep your scarf in the bottom drawer stand. She asks why I stare at a Drake hotel sign. Says I'm living in a different time, but you were there when I was just Aubrey Graham. Not the artist, not the fame, just a boy who loved basketball and poetry. Now the trophies gather dust next to memories of us eating too tweeting 3 a.m. Wiping cheese curds from my chin. Those are real moments, not a Hollywood scene where everybody wants a piece of what I mean. The CN Tower still stands tall in my window view. Nothing's the same without you. Got a world in my palms, but my hands feel empty. Toronto's my city, but my heart's still Century. Garden feelings I should've let go, but some roots run deeper than the subway below. Late night drives on a 401, thinking about the damage that I've done. You were my foundation, my beginning. Now I'm just a ghost in your living room. Over your chains heavy, but they ain't got weight. Like the words I never said before you left the gate. Toronto nights got me feeling nostalgic for the girl who knew me before the glossy. Came from Brampton, you was my real one. Before the money changed the sun. Toronto.